Hello, sir. Do you have a second? May I ask you some questions? I'm a vlogger, just recording my life.
Okay.
So, first question, what do you do for a living?
I sell cars, basically. Ultra luxury car. Aston Martin.
Aston Martin?
Yes.
Boss?
No, well,
So you're from England?
also not correct. Well, I'm originally German, but I lived 20 years in China, working for Aston Martin.
So you are marketing or...
Managing director of Aston Martin.
So why do you choose this job?
Well, it was not really a choice in the end. I started the career in the military. I was 12 years in the German military. And then I studied economics and management. In that context, I got into contact with Volkswagen, Datong, famous group. Then I joined Volkswagen and happened to sell cars in the end, but it was in finance first. And then they sent me to China, and I landed in China and I stay in China. So I'm more than close to 20 years now in China. And gate crashed out of finance into sales.
So how did you improve your competitiveness?
Always keep all doors open. So when you can study, you go study. It was possible for me to study, so I studied economics and management. I always read the magazines, so I always stay the pulse of the time, what's happening. I then did an executive MBA study on top of it, and I kept learning my whole life. I just finished 2 years ago my DBA, my Doctor of Business Administration, and now I'm on the way to Singapore to get a accreditation for board membership. So in the future for advisory board positions, I try to get this accreditation. So always lifelong learning. I started learning Chinese when I landed in China, so that helped me for the last few jobs I got in China.
So what's the difference between your country and my country in this career?
Well, I guess the German market is one of the most mature markets, car markets, where there's hardly any growth. There's a stable up to 3 million per year sales of cars. Whilst when I came to China, there was about 250,000 cars per year in 2005, 20 years ago. By now, China with more than 30 million per year is the biggest market in the world. So here's a tremendous growth. That's why I stayed here. Whilst in the mature market in Germany, no growth anymore. The business is different.
Total different situation.
Yes, absolutely. One is rapid growth, and now, of course, far more into electric. In Europe, it's still slow because the e-cars are still too expensive over there, and energy costs, so normal power is far more expensive than in China. If you still compare between a diesel or a normal gasoline engine and a new energy vehicle, there's not a very obvious business case for the owner. In China, this is totally different.
What's the development of the China e-car in the 5 years?
We have seen already a tremendous growth. We live in Shanghai, right? I guess now 70% or even more of every new car sold now is electric, or at least new energy vehicle with extended range like the Lixiang, but most of them are full electric already. So there's no way you can stop that. That's gonna happen, and the vast majority will be fully electric very soon. So in 5 years' time, we will also see many cars having autonomous driving. That's coming. So I expect Shanghai, Inner Ring, or Beijing, Sanhuane, they don't allow any human drivers anymore. They're just autonomous cars, which will stop all the traffic jams. You don't need that many parking spaces, etc., etc. So I'm pretty sure there's a connection between electric vehicles and autonomous driving. For my cars, for my brand Aston Martin, which is a luxury car, ultra luxury car, pinnacle, many customers still like an engine. We just launched the Vanquish V12 engine, and many of our customers like that. So they're not too keen on having electrified cars yet. Surely we will start. We have already the Valkyrie and the Valhalla, which is hybrid cars, but the vast majority is still combustion engine.
My channel has lots of young people, so could you give advice to young people?
To the young people, first of all, even though you might not want to hear this, but don't spend too much time on the social media. Sit down and read a book as well, because it's good for you. Attention span at the moment is very short. I see this with young people. I take the subway every day because it's the most practical way to get into Shanghai, and everybody is shua shouqi, That's still not the real life. The real life is out there without the virtual world. For younger people, I see that, includes my daughter, they tend to lose interest and not long attention span. If you and me, we talk, you want me to listen. Shua shouqi, say, okay, the guy is not interesting, I wipe him away, but we have to do a conversation and look into our eyes and talk, right? You don't learn that with a mobile phone. Try to also once in a while live in the real world and interact with people, because many people have problems. They feel alone these days. The mobile phone gives them something which is some sort of company, but it's not real. Go back a few years where there was no mobile phone or not much interesting content, and we still had a good life. We still were happy. That's something that I think many people miss that.
What do you think the development of China in the future, in the world?
Well, first of all, I've experienced 20 years, 2 decades of the development in China. I'm German. I have all the chances in the world. I can go anywhere. I can work in England. I can work in the US, in the Middle East, in Dubai. Why do I stay in China? Why do I stay in China? Because, first of all, I love the thriftiness and the diligence, and the Chinese people love to work hard, but they also love to make friends. They love to go out and eat and, sing. And this is a very friendly culture. And this combination of wanting to work hard and being open for the rest of the world is unique. That's why I think Chinese future is bright, because the technological advantages are very high now with AI and all of those developments. Autonomous driving, electric driving, biomedication, all of this, and biomechanical developments, vaccination. China is way ahead of the rest of the world, so I'm absolutely confident, and that's why I'm still here, and I also want to spend the remaining few years I have in China, because I can't see anywhere else in the world where the development can be that directional and effective. 你用中文没问题，我听得懂。
你能说中文？
一点点。
就中国现在越来越多的人买这个电车，那你们品牌的未来在中国的战略发展是什么样的？
我们的品牌是超豪华车的，我刚刚说过。
中国的越来越多品牌也在做超豪华。
没错，没错。比如说阳光超豪华车还没达到，但是豪华车已经达到了。阳光是100万多，对吧？但是我们的品牌是超豪华车的。现在中国的超豪华车的消费者，他们喜欢英伦风，所以我们的未来还有机会啊。
但是你们的销售额在一直下降。
所有的超豪华车的品牌去年
全下滑，
很多的。当然，因为我们的客户他们做出口进口的问题呢，所以他们对未来太大的信心，有没有钱，所以他们现在比较小心。但是我认为市场回来了，
明年后年会回来。
对，
但大家不是现在都消费降级
啊？对，但是中国有很多的不同的那个行业，他们有钱，
影响不了你们这个群体。
对。我对中国的市场有
很大的信心。您是几年来的中国
？05年。
05年，20年前。您今年是
58岁。
58。哦，就在你们这个年龄看来，你觉得现在的人生的意义是什么？你想过退休吗 ？Retire？
No， 我们不需要退休的。我在德国，男人是67岁退休，女生是65岁。现在我不要退休了。
So you love your job？
也是太太不允许的。
太太不允许。OK，Thank you，Thank you。
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes. Logo?
Which one? Yeah. It's everywhere. The logo is everywhere.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Okay, thank you.